Let's take a look at every Medicom Mafex Marvel movie figure they have ever made, and this is mostly the MCU related figures. So one of their competitors, Bandai Tamashii Nations, have a huge line of the SH figure arts for their Marvel Cinematic Universe, whilst Mafex have been focusing on other movies and characters, so when it comes to their Marvel live action figures, they are slow to release them. However, there are collectors who are only interested in collecting the Mafex versions or are just interested to see which figures are the best, since some of them could even be better than the Tamashii Nations figures. So in order of release, let's take a look at all their figures in their line. So the first figure on the list is 2013 Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man movie. And interestingly, this was the first ever Medicom Mafex made, so it is titled number 1. Of course, Mafex figures have improved since then, but if you're a Mafex collector, this may be one of those collector's items you may want to get. Next is another one of those early releases with figure number 3, Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and this was released in 2014. Obviously, it has the new suit from the movie, and just like the first figure, the Mafex figures have improved since then, but either way, it's still a nice figure to have. And in the same year, they released another Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but this time it was the deluxe version, which included plenty of accessories. And this was really the beginning of how Medicom Mafex would make their figures, a lot of fun with different accessories for different dynamic poses. And something we don't see too often in Spider-Man figures today was the magnet attached to the hand and feet, which allows Spider-Man to climb on the wall, which was included in the figure. And the first MCU character they released was the Iron Man Mark 43 from the Age of Ultron in 2016, which was probably the right timing since it was not long after the movie came out. Looking back, it's not the most popular suit in the Hall of Armor, but it was the right figure to release at that time. Also in 2016, they gave us a Hulkbuster from the Age of Ultron line. Just like the Iron Man Mark 43, it's probably the right timing to release this since it was one of the most memorable scenes in the movie. And they started to build momentum in the same year by giving us another Iron Man, this time the Mark 45 from the Age of Ultron movie. Not only is the suit an upgrade, we also got accessories we didn't see before, which included the Tony Stark head sculpt. We then had to wait 20 figure releases until the next MCU character, and they did skip the rest of the Avengers and give us a Spider-Man from the Homecoming in 2017. And by this time, Mafex figures were pretty standard, with lots of accessories and the alternate head sculpt. We then had to wait even longer, around 30 figures later in 2019, when they gave us the Iron Spider from the Infinity War line. Again, it was pretty standard with plenty of accessories, the alternate head sculpt, and of course a great figure overall. Also in 2019, they gave us a Black Panther from the Solo movie, which of course was highly successful, and what I like about this figure in particular are those alternate head sculpts. Moving on to 2020, they continued with their Spider-Man line with another Homecoming figure. This time it was the 1.5 version, which is basically an improved version of the figure, and this did include some different accessories as well as a different alternate head sculpt for Peter Parker. We then got our second Infinity War figure in the line in 2020 with the God of Thunder 4, and this was a figure jam-packed with accessories which included the lightning effects and alternate head sculpts, and some may even say it's better than the SH Figure Arts version. And now we can move on to 2021, and the first figure release was another Spider-Man, the Far From Home upgraded suit, which of course is different to anything we've seen before, and it was clear by now Medicom Mafex were big fans of Spider-Man, as this was the 7th figure in the MCU if you include the Amazing Spider-Man versions. Just like Bandai, they also gave us our second Iron Spider with the Avengers Endgame version, and this was the improved figure with the alternate head sculpts as well as the Nano Gauntlet. And later this year we'll get our first Captain America figure with the Infinity War version. And based on these pictures, looking at the head sculpts as well as the accessories, this will already be the better version than the SH Figure Arts. And this could even be the start for more Avengers characters. And no surprises, as we'll get another Spider-Man from Far From Home. This time it will be the stealth suit, which of course is different to anything we've seen before. And looking at the alternate head sculpts as well, it is something new. And Mafex have also announced the Captain America from the Avengers Endgame, which is our second figure from the line, and of course they're building momentum on the characters with another Captain America. And this of course will include all the iconic accessories, which does include the spinning Mjolnir and broken shield. They have also announced the Avengers Endgame Iron Man Mark 85, and just like the Bandai Final Battle Edition, this will include plenty of the weapon accessories with the shield, the blade, the flame effects, as well as the launchers. Expect them later on to release one with the Tony Stark head sculpt and the Nano Gauntlet. And with the Endgame Cap and Iron Man, they will complete the big three with the Avengers Endgame 4. And just like the Infinity War version, this will include plenty of accessories with the alternate head sculpts, the lightning effects, and his weapons. And the latest MCU figure announcement is the Doctor Strange from the Infinity War line. And Bandai needed 2 Doctor Strange figures to get right, but based on these figures, it looks like they've taken it to another level. So this could be the best Doctor Strange figure to date. For the full list of the Mafex 2021 releases from Marvel and DC, hit the links in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching and hope to see you soon.